Hello and welcome back to the High School Football Alliance. We've got playoff action here tonight, a double header, starting off with the number 3 International Comets traveling to take on the number 2 Southwest Titans. Should be a fun game here today, and then we'll follow that up with the Pacific Pirates traveling to take on the 1 seed South Central Lions. Joining the booth by my partner in crime here, Liam Hammer. How you doing, buddy? Let's take a look at the playoffs here.
I'm doing fantastic. Looking at the playoff picture here. 4 teams left. 2 of these teams are going to be playing for the high school championship later this week. Obviously, on the right, you got number 3 International Comets taking on the number 2 Southwest Titans. And on the left, number 4 Pacific Pirates taking on the number 1 South Central Lions. Should be a good 2 matchups coming up.
Yeah, and these are matchups that have already happened this season so far. We saw the Pirates beat up the Lions, and that was the Lions' first defeat of the entire season. And then we saw the Comets crush the Titans very early on in the season. But that was a home game for the Comets. They have not won an away game all season long, so this is their toughest test yet. Can they go 2-0 versus the most high-powered offense in high school football? And can the Pirates repeat and beat the Lions? So it'll be interesting to see who we're going to see in the title game on Thursday night.
Yeah, you mentioned both these lower seeds having a win over the higher seed earlier in the season. And interestingly enough, no team has beaten the same team twice so far in the season. Every single rematch has gone in the favor of the loser of the first game. You go through those couple games. Obviously, back in, week 2, Comets beat the Titans 42-27. The defense played fantastic, really shut down Fletcher Gross. The offense for the Comets was amazing. Benji Bailey, I believe he had his Player of the Week nomination. If I look back, he did. Yeah, Benji Bailey went for 19 for 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown. Really his coming out party this season. So, if they can get that ground game going, it's a soft defense for the Titans. The Comets have, had a good run games in the past. But it's going to come down to the defense of the Titans against the offense of the Comets, kind of the secondary strength for both these 2 teams. But a big headline news for the Titans, obviously, Tyron Trent, their number 2 receiver, is out. He's going to miss this game. He will miss the next game. He is done in his high school football career. Corey Bramlett will have to step up, and he'll be matching up against a heck of a corner in Terrell Breckenridge.
Yeah, Breckenridge, a really good talent at that number 2 corner spot. Dan Simmons, fantastic at the 1, of course. They've been phenomenal all season long. And you mentioned the Titans defense as well. They've had several guys stand out this season. Drake Corbin at defensive end, Watson Gray and Guy Pottinger, the linebackers. Their 2 corners are pretty decent as well, and they've got a tough test here going up against Lewis Simmons and Dan Jackson. Lewis Simmons, fantastic against the Jays last week in that finale. But the Titans, they also have Irv Street and Eric Strickland, who's been just a tackling machine at that strong safety spot. And you mentioned Bramlett. Can he step up and fill the shoes of Tyron Trent here tonight against a really solid secondary of the Comets? And we know what this Comets offense could do. When Caldwell is on, he is on, and this offense is pretty scary.
Yeah, and that's the question. We haven't seen Gross play with Bramlett. Bramlett getting his first playing time as a starter, as a top 2 starter. Last week, playing with the backup, Chris Toomer. They lost to the Eagles in what was a close one. Bramlett had some miscommunication early on, but did have some good catches. Do you think that he's going to be able to overcome the secondary of the Comets, or do you think the Comets are going to get the better of him?
I think Breckenridge, might have a decent day against him, but Corey Bramlett, fantastic route runner. I think he'll do enough here today to get, 4 or 5, maybe 6 catches against one of the top corners in the nation.
Eric Travis joining the chat, saying playoffs.
And that was a disgraceful performance.
Tyler Rocky in the chat.
We threw that
Travis,
game. We gave it away
everybody.
by doing that.
We
gave them the
What do you say we go
game.
play some football?
In my opinion, that
maybe playing some playoffs.
What's that?
That's playoffs, man. Talking about playoffs?
Playoffs? Don't talk
See if
about
the Comets can
playoffs?
win an away game here
You
tonight.
kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Always a classic clip. Got to get the diddly squat part in there, but it's just a classic clip. As the teams are ready, it is raining very lightly here in Southwest as the teams are about ready to head down to the field. Let's head down to the field action, get this one underway.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I am excited for this matchup. Fletcher Gross, Caspian Caldwell, just a couple fantastic quarterbacks.
Both these two guys. I mean, you mentioned Caspian Caldwell. He went through a stretch of, 11 touchdowns to 1 interception this season. One of the premier QBs in the league.
Yeah, the last 4 games of the regular season, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, just phenomenal. I mean, he was just lighting it up. The first half of the season, he only had 6 touchdowns. So he ended up with 17 touchdowns, 8 picks on the season. He threw 6 of those interceptions in the first 4 weeks.
Welcome to the chat, David Leathers, Cody Travis, and, of course, Tyler Rocky in the chat. Welcome to everyone. Hope you guys enjoy. We should have some good football tonight. And rain, obviously that's on paper should affect the Titans more than the Comets as they like their passing offense. But the emergence of Eddie Poole, I mean, who knows about the Titans right now? What do you think their game plan is going into this game?
If I'm the Titans, you see all this rain coming down. You're in front of your home crowd. You don't want to disappoint them and get crushed by the Comets again. I think you try to feed Eddie Poole the football as much as you can here. He had a coming out party recently, 170 yards, which is the second most in a game for an individual in high school football alliance history, just behind his opponent, Benji Bailey, who you mentioned ran for, 175 early in the year. So I expect the running backs to get a lot of carries here today.
And this game is going to be underway, taken from about the 10. And the first drive is going to start at the 30-yard line. Yeah, you mentioned Eddie Poole, 21 attempts back in week 7, 170 yards, 3 total touchdowns. Benji Bailey around that 20 attempt mark as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see that go up a little bit. Of course, you got Rocky Payne in the backfield with Poole, that 1-2 punch. I haven't seen too much of Payne as of late, but last week he did have a couple interesting runs. 1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 30s, where this one's going to start. Obviously, the Titans in the red and gold. Across the middle is going to be the first throw, and that's going to be Clay Kersley on the first reception of the game, but there is some laundry. Let's go down and see what the call is.
Already with some sloppy play with a holding call. Definitely don't like to see that for the Comets. That was number 7, or for the Titans rather. Number 70, Sean Pierce, the left tackle.
Discord community is picking Southwest to win this one in a landslide, so we'll see how that goes. Interestingly enough, 1st and 20 here, just inside their own 20 is where this first down is going to start. Second play of the game. Bramlett on the bottom of your screen. Nielsen is going to be your slot receivers. They're going to do a rollout. Gross, plenty of time, and he has his man. Is that the tight end Eric Bradley on the reception for 6.
Yeah, nice little rollout play there, and that does look to be like it's Bradley, his first catch of the ball game. And now, what do you do? This is a 2nd and 14. Pretty good distance to go for this offense.
Yeah. We know this offense can convert it with pretty much no problem. Gross is going to shot back, plenty of time across the middle. That's going to be the curse. They're loving these crossing routes early, trying to take advantage of that man coverage.
Yep, man coverage. I mean, it's interesting. You see Dan Simmons and Terrell Breckenridge in man coverage. You don't really think, we should test them. But, when you got a quarterback like Fletcher Gross, you can pretty much do anything through the air.
Shotgun play here on 3rd and 8. 4 receivers on the field. The 4th receiver, I don't quite have his name. Kendall Nielsen. No, he's the 3rd in this game. Bringing the blitz. Then. He finds his man. Wide open is George Porter. They bring the blitz and they get burned. George Porter goes all the way for 6, and the Titans strike first.
Oh, my goodness. So I definitely bet all my money on George Porter opening up the scoring here today. I should be just filthy rich after this one. Where was the coverage? What happened to the free safety, David Russell?
They brought a 0 coverage blitz. They bring the safety on a blitz. Fletcher Gross recognizes it, picks up the offense line picks it up, and he knows exactly Porter is wide open for 6. In fact, let's actually roll the tape on that one. Let's get a quick replay here. As you see, Fletcher Gross, what he sees right here. Look at that. Aggressive coverage from the Comets defense. No help over the top. Everyone's in man coverage. They're pressing across the board. And as you see here, that entire left side comes on the blitz. Eddie Poole picks it up. Gross steps up in the pocket and finds his man wide open. That is the most wide open touchdown we've seen all season.
Just in the history of this game.
And George, that may be George Porter's first career catch with the Titans, and it couldn't come in a bigger time.
Well, it's surely his first career touchdown. I mean, the ref had some great coverage over there, about 10 yards off. He was the closest one.
Comets defense cracks early. What a gutsy call from the coach there on international side. I'm not sure I agree with the call, bringing the all-out blitz on one of the best if not the best quarterback, but interesting call from Duke Wesley, burns him. And do you think that's going to be something that we're going to see more of, that blitz, or do you think that's going to be the last time we see that tonight?
I'm really hoping that he just takes that out of the playbook and throws it out, because it clearly did not work. That was worst case scenario, and I don't think you ever want to see that again against Fletcher Gross.
It's going to be returned to the 32-yard line. It's where Comets offense going to get going, led by obviously quarterback Caspian Caldwell. He had a couple Player of the Week nominations, not to mention a Player of the Week win. He won in Week 5 when he was 23 of 30 with 271 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 129.3 QBR. So he obviously, like we said before in the pregame, that this guy can spin the football pretty nicely. He's going to hand it off to Bailey. Delay on the first play, and that's going to go for 1. Good coverage there from Lewis to sniff out that run and not get fooled by the draw.
Yeah, Mark Lewis, nice tackle by the outside linebacker. But you mentioned Caldwell, getting Player of the Week nominations a few times. He's the only quarterback this season to have 3 games with 4 touchdown passes.
Put that on your bingo cards. I think a lot of people would have expected Fletcher Gross, maybe Ian Harlan, but no, Caspian Caldwell, he's going to throw it here wide open across the middle of the field. Is going to be caught to midfield. That goes Dan Jackson.
Yeah, Dan Jackson, he's had a couple pretty good games this season. We've really been hopeful for him to break out a little bit more. But a big-time catch there up to midfield as the Comets look to answer that quick strike from the Titans offense.
Yeah, Comets. Defense did pretty decent on the first drive, obviously, but until that last play, they gave up a 67-yard touchdown to George Porter. Not looking like they're missing Trent too much right now, as they're going to throw out route here on first down. That's going to be Lewis Simmons' first catch of the day, and it will go for a first down.
Yeah, for the Titans, I feel like, this is just kind of plug and play for the receiving corps. It doesn't matter who's out there. With Fletcher Gross at quarterback, I guess, you're in good hands. So it doesn't matter too much. But a nice throw there from Caldwell to Simmons to move the chains again up to the 40.
First and 10 on the Titans side of the field. The first snap we've seen taken from across the 50-yard line for either team. Caldwell, good protection, going to throw. Quick out. That's Simmons again, and this is a gain of 5.
Yep, not a bad play there. 5-yard pickup. I'm surprised we haven't really seen either running back just yet. I do expect a Benji Bailey run here, though, on second down.
Yeah, he did get that draw to open the drive, but nothing since. It's going to be split backs formation on 2nd and 5. We'll see if they go to him. They will not. They're going to throw it. And across the middle, Simmons again, and a first down. Moves the chains.
Yeah, Simmons just having his way with the secondary right now. The Titans, they do have some pretty good cornerbacks in number 21, Max Warren, and number 20, Aaron Burnell. But Simmons is just so quick on that first cut on his routes. It's really hard to defend that. 1st and
10 now for the Comets. Inside the 30 is this drive. Not as explosive as the Titans, but very consistent as they're just marching down the field. Handoff to Benji Bailey, he finds some space, breaks a tackle, but he's going to be brought down by Irv Street, among others, after a gain of 6.
Yeah, pretty good run there for Bailey. He's been a little inconsistent this season. He's had a couple really good games and then, several games where he had fumble after fumble. I think he had 2 multi-fumble games this season, resulting in at least 6 fumbles this year.
Bailey can't get to the outside. Good defense there, and it's going to be a 3rd down coming up. They are in field goal range. Adam Lamar, one of the better kickers in high school. Very accurate, so I expect him to be able to make it from here, but obviously you want the touchdown.
You definitely want the touchdown here. You don't know if you can really slow down the Titans offense, so get in the end zone.
Shotgun, looks like it's going to be a pass, and they're going to hand it off to Bailey out of the shotgun. Terrible decision, and that's going to lose a yard. The Titans defense was not fooled for a moment, and now the field goal unit comes out after that pathetic play.
Yeah, Sean Horton, the nickel corner, coming up in run support. He's been doing that all season long. He had a bunch of massive, just big hits in the backfield against Sherwood Sampson last week and the North Central Eagles. So let's see if Lamar can make this about a 41-yard try.
High snap. Gets it off, though. Kick is up. Kick is good, 41 yards, and the Comets are on the board.
Yeah, not bad for the lefty right there, 7-3. You come away with some points on the drive, but you really wanted a touchdown there. I disagree with the play calling, going with a run on 3rd down like that. But, at least they got some points out of it.
See how the Comets can do on this drive defensively. Step 1, maybe cover all the players on the field.
That would be a great start, honestly.
Didn't feel like doing that, and it cost him 7 points last time out. It's going to be fielded from the 10. Rocky Payne is going to take this to the 28-yard line. Haven't seen much of Eddie Poole yet. They threw it 4 times that first drive. See what if they get to him a little bit on the ground. But I guess when you're that wide open, the rain doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, when the nearest defender is about 25 yards away from you, that's a pretty good drawn-up play as well.
1st and 10, shotgun looks like Poole in the backfield. He's going to throw it across the middle. That's Bramlett. The 8-0 sometimes looks like a 7 in the rain, but he's going to get his a reception for 5 yards.
Yeah, first catch for Bramlett, not bad. 5-yard pickup as Gross is almost at 100 yards passing already here in the first quarter, just 6 minutes into the game. So we might be in store for a big day for Fletcher.
2nd and 5. I formation, Payne in the backfield. They're going to throw it out of the backfield to Napoleon Queen. Napoleon Queen's going to only get one. Going to kind of spin around for that catch. Julius Helmy on the tackle.
And nice tackle by Helming. Queen, more of a blocking fullback. You don't really see him catch too many passes.
Queen, one of the better fullbacks, blocking fullbacks, like you mentioned, he's not really a guy who catches a lot of them, but he's going to be headed off to Mojave Technical Institute Prowlers in college. Throw here on 3rd and 4, out route, going to be caught, misplays the football, Kersley down the sideline, and no one's going to catch him. Clay Kersley takes it to the house, and the Titans strike again.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the secondary. The rain, we thought the rain was going to make it so the teams would run the ball quite a bit here today. And instead, the Titans sticking to their guns and just gunning it. And the DBs are having a really hard time trying to stick with these receivers on this wet field.
Dan Simmons looked like he was going to try to play the ball there, misplayed the receiver, and Kersley with that speed just burnt everyone down the sideline. Titans are flying out of the gate.
My goodness. I mean, what do you do if you're the Comets? Because, you have a guy in position there, he misplays it, and, the wet turf, he just doesn't have enough speed to catch back up to him. The linebackers are the nearest ones. They have no shot at catching Clay Kersley. If you're the Comets offense, you need a touchdown this next drive, or this game could get dangerous.
Kicks up, kick is good, 14-3 now in the first quarter. Gross, well over 100 yards now after that play. My good, another third down and another aggressive play by the Comets, and another time that the Titans took advantage. Looks like the Comets' strategy was come out aggressive on defense, and so far it has backfired drastically.
Yeah, and it might cost them a shot at the high school championship this Thursday. So, I mean, they need to figure it out quick, or they're going to be in deep, deep trouble here in Southwest.
Fielded and brought out to the 31-yard line is Quentin Morabito, and that's where the offense can come out. Titans didn't have much of an answer for the Comets until they got to the 30-yard line. We'll see if the Comets can recapture the magic they had early on that drive in this one.
Yeah, I mean, at least they held them when it counted on defense, you know. So if they can hold them to another field goal or a 3-and-out, I mean, the Titans offense can just break this game wide open.
Caldwell, I'm going to throw it deep, open, and Simmons catches it deep down the field to the 47-yard line across midfield. That was Dan Jackson. That was Simmons. Jackson's 82. I'm going dyslexic here. As that play right between Street and the cornerback.
Max Warren.
Warren.
That was a perfect throw by Caldwell. Right in between two defenders.
Both these teams coming out with some fire early in this game.
Fire in the rain. You love to see it.
Handoff to Bailey is going to be stuffed. I've seen fire and I've seen rain apparently today.
Absolutely. Nice tackle there from, let me see, that was Watson Gray taking Bailey down for a loss of 2. And the run game just not getting it going so far.
Second and 12. Caldwell in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Bailey out of the shotgun again. This is going to work great. Great blocking downfield. Is going to get a first down. The receivers there had a fantastic block. There was at least 2 guys at the edge that they were put on the ground by their blocker.
Yeah, Marquise Batone, the fullback, laid a guy out there. And Bailey, great vision to get to the outside and move the chains for international.
To the 34-yard line, the spot where the drive stalled out last time. Same shotgun formation for the Comets. They're going to throw it this time. Under pressure. Checks it down across the middle. And that's going to be 5.
Yeah, nice 5-yard pickup. Who was that, Morabito?
No, that was 83.
83, Derek Whitted with his first catch of the day. So both of these teams digging deep into the receiving room right now. Very interesting. Good to see him get involved in the offense, though.
Offset I formation. They're going to throw out of it. Caldwell under pressure. Out route almost picked off by Max Warren. That was a lazy throw on the out route, and Warren nearly made him pay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that would have been a pick 6. There was another Comet in the area, I think Benji Bailey, but that would have been a great takeaway for Max Warren and this Titan defense.
He does a really good job reading the out route, and it's just not a very good throw from Caldwell. Didn't really zip it out there to the outside like he should have.
No, he took a little bit too long to decide where to go with that football. You know, should have thrown it a lot sooner than that.
3rd and 5 coming up. Gonna throw it. Caldwell throws it deep and almost picked off. Tips around, but it's gonna fall to the turf. Harmlessly looking for Simmons. Once again, the Comets stall right about the 30-yard line, and once again, Adam Lamar will have to come out to try to tack on some points.
Yeah, and this is going to be a little bit longer of a field goal, about 46 yards. The last one was 41. So this might be right near the edge of his range. I do think he has the leg for it, though.
We'll see. Bad snap on the first one, so we'll see if they can get that timing fixed on this field goal attempt. Still a bad snap, but a good job by the holder to get it down. It's going to be up and no good. Wide to the right. Adam Lamar cannot believe it, and the Titans take over.
Yeah, that's a huge miss. And, you know, if you're the head coach for the Comets, you can't really put blame on this kicker. You need to get it going on offense. And so far we've had some bad throws on this drive after a couple good ones from Caldwell. and just unfortunate there for the kicker. And now this electric offense of Southwest gets to take the field yet again.
The holder tried his best to get it down after another bad snap by the long snapper. Where's Tom Schaefer when you need him? But wasn't enough. Handoff to Rocky Payne, and Rocky Payne's going to get the first carry of the day and lose 3.
Yeah, Rocky Payne hasn't been the greatest running back this season, and it's because of plays like that. You know, he'll get like 4 or 5 of those right in a row and then just randomly break off a 40-yard run, and then we won't see him for the rest of the game.
Ace formation this time has Poole in the backfield. They're going to throw out of it, though. And out route caught. You see nothing. Eric Bradley. And that's going to go for about 4. Get back what they lost. But it's going to bring up another third down. Hey, they're 2 for 2 on third downs. Both the third downs went for touchdowns. So, touchdown here, obviously, right?
Yeah, press coverage. Good chance of it.
Press coverage too high. Empty set for the Titans. Gross going to drop back to throw. Pumps once. He's going to go down. Not this time. Steve Walker making his presence known in this game and is going to force the punt.
That is a huge stop for this Comets defense. You know, you get the ball back in Caldwell's hands, and, no big touchdown pass this time. Steve Walker, one of the best players all around in high school.
Yeah, Walker, 4-star recruit going to college right now. He has gotten his schools, and I think he has his internal decision of where he wants to go. It'll be interesting to see where he plays at the next level because he's just a monster.
Yeah, we'll be finding that out this Saturday, National Signing Day.
Kick is off, and it's going to be fielded by Morabito, who's going to get about 4-ish yards. Take it out to the 35. That's where the Comets are going to start. First time the Comets have been able to stop the Titans, but now the Comets really need some offense.
Yeah, you gotta get a touchdown here. You know, you don't want to keep sending Adam Lamar on the field. You know, he made the first one, missed a pretty decent long kick on the second one. Got to get in the end zone, help out this defense a little bit. Parker Thomas in the chat. What up, Parker?
Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I formation for the Comets. It's going to be a throw, and going to throw to Bailey, who a little flashy catch, but only 2 yards.
Yeah, at least he made it exciting, you know. One of the most exciting plays from him so far today, but nothing too crazy there.
Second and 8. Simmons, you see his stat line. Caldwell going to throw open at the bottom of your screen. Has his man, but he had to come back for it, so it's going to be short of the end zone. Not a touchdown, but a great play down the field to Lewis Simmons, and that's going to do it for the end of the first.
And if he just put a little bit more air into that pass, you know, that should have been a touchdown, I think. Missed opportunity for International.
First down 10 at the 32 for the Comets. Caldwell to throw. He has his man, and he drops it.
Oh, my goodness. That was a perfect throw from Caspian Caldwell as we get a look at Hugh Thornton there, the defensive tackle for whatever reason. But, you know, you got to make that catch. That was perfect.
Yeah, you can't miss that one. Simmons has had a couple good catches, good catches and good routes, but that one not so much. He lost his hands at home. Twins to the bottom, split backs. Gonna throw again. Caldwell out and out of bounds goes Benji Bailey, lost of 1. Interesting how much they're throwing today.
Yeah, I expected Bailey to get, the majority of the plays here on offense at least, but it just doesn't seem to be that way, and they're kind of struggling. 3rd and 11 now, and this would be another long field goal. You got to get more yards here.
3rd and 11, 4 receivers wide, 1 safety deep. Gonna throw it. Caldwell steps around the pocket, sets, throws, caught down to the 2.
There's a flag, though. This might be coming back. And that was Dedrick Kirk, the number 4 receiver, getting a catch, too. Bringing it back. Holding on at number 68. And that's the center, Mike Whale. It's interesting. You don't really see centers get called for holding very often.
No, and a costly mistake for him.
Yep, takes away a huge reception for Dedrick Kirk, who we haven't really called at all this season.
Going to be a throw here for Caldwell. He's going to chuck it deep, right side, nearly picked. And that's going to be 4th down, and that's out of field goal range, too.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt this one away. But, you know, the good news about the situation where they're at in the field is I think their punter, Riddell Sidney, can pin them really deep, probably inside the 5. He's been pretty decent this season doing that.
Playoffs, you say. Playoffs. Jay Washington, playoffs?
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Comets and Titans hoping they can win this game in particular, send them to the high school championship this Thursday. Comets struggling on defense, up and down on offense. Titans haven't had much problem on offense. Gross going to slip around on the wet ground, and he's going to go down. Travis Cook dunking on him for a loss of 6.
Yeah, that was a really big hit right there. You know, you feel for Gross on that. I mean, not much he can do. He's slipping and sliding on the wet ground. That's just a tough situation to be in. And Piers, left tackle, having a rough day today against these behemoths on the defensive line for the Comets.
2nd and long. Gross. I haven't really seen Poole. I don't think Poole's gotten a single run. Gross going to step up, throws, somehow gets it out of there, and manages to save a yard. He would have probably been sacked for more than that, but really an incredible play to get the ball out of there. I'm not quite sure how he managed to do it.
Yeah, 3rd and 17, though. You know, they're going to have to take a shot here. Maybe they're going to play it safe and just hand it off. You know, if I'm the Titans, though, I just keep slinging it. You know, they've been having some success downfield.
3rd and 17, see what they do. Gross going to step back under pressure, throws across the middle. Kersley going to be short of the sticks. He had to throw that a little bit quicker than he wanted to, I think, because that pressure from Travis Cook was about to get there.
Yeah, and the punt from the Comets, Riddell Sidney, you know, played a factor there. Titans only netting 5 yards on that drive, so they should get this ball in pretty decent field position on offense coming out.
Eric T saying Air Nationals going to get the diddly poo treatment if they keep playing terrible.
Absolutely.
Kick is away, and Morbido back to return it. It's going to get out near the 50. First down now for the they need to get something going, like Eric was saying. Caldwell, good protection. That's almost picked again. Another dangerous out route. The Comets have gotten a break twice on those, and Roberts this time, the one who knocked it away.
Yeah, that's the number 4 corner, number 23, Tyrone Roberts with a deflection. And, you know, if he got both hands on that, he's probably gone.
Look at Dan Jackson there and as they break the huddle. Shotgun, they'd like to run out of this formation with Bailey. So see if they do that or they're going to throw it. They're going to throw it. Caldwell going to throw. And, oh my goodness, nearly caught. But Irv Street played a whack on him. and Simmons can't bring it down. Third down coming up.
Yeah, Simmons, 9 targets already, 5 catches, and a drop in the rain. And, Irv Street has been doing this all season for the most part, just knocking the ball loose when receivers are just about to haul it in for a catch.
Bunch to the top, single to the bottom. See what they run here on third down. It's going to be a go route at the bottom, covered well. Caldwell breaks one tackle, throws to the sticks, and it's going to be short by 1. Amazing effort by Caldwell, but Simmons couldn't quite stretch it over the line. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, great effort by the quarterback there still. I mean, I don't know how he was able to get out of that sack attempt. And Lewis Simmons, another reception, his 10th target, 6 catches today, but just shy of the marker. As you saw, Tavarius Oldham, the backup free safety, out in coverage.
Don't hear his name called too often.
Mr. Oldham.
4th and 1. Looks like the offense is lining up for it. See if they actually snap it, or they're just trying to draw him off sides. Looks like they're just trying to draw him off sides here. They're going to burn that timeout and punt it away.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate that. If I'm the head coach, though, I do go for it. But now you're going to send out Riddell Sidney again for another punt and get this inside the 20-yard line.
Scoring slowed down just a little bit after the Titans just shredded the Comets defense for the first 2 drives. Comets had the last laugh on the last 2 drives. What do you expect from this upcoming one?
Just keep on slinging it, man. That's really all they can do.
And the punt's going to be down at the goal line. What a beautiful job by the special teams. And Sidney with just the punt of his life.
Well, we've seen this before against the Titans, down inside their own 5-yard line. And what happened the last time? Eddie Poole broke a 96-yard touchdown run. So let's see if he can replicate that here.
It's Rocky Payne in the backfield. Does he want to one-up his backfield mate? We'll see if they hand it to him. They're going to toss it to Payne. He's going to get tackled in the end zone for a safety. Safety from the Comets defense. That was Art Rose Killings who made the tackle. Oh, sorry, Pete Reese, the linebacker, made the tackle. And Bradford Soto there as well. Rocky Payne in pain as the Comets going to get it back on the free punt. Good field position for the Comets, and their offense really needs to get something going.
Yeah, a huge opportunity here. Down 9 points now. You got to get a touchdown. You can't keep settling for field goal tries. You can't keep getting stuffed around midfield. You got to punch this in for 6.
Throw here from Caldwell. He's going to throw out to Bailey in the flats. Bailey tries to shake out one guy, but man, Irv Street just lowered the boom.
Yeah, Irv Street always been a big hitter, and he keeps on showing it here tonight with a couple big hits.
John Perez in the chat. Good to see you. How you doing? Otherwise known as Roger Chambers, running back for the Raiders in next season. If you don't have a player, you can go down in the description of this video, click on the player builder, and build your own player for high school season 2. As Bailey is going to get close first down, not quite, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. I formation, Batone, the fullback, Bailey, the running back. Titans have done a good job keeping Bailey under wraps. They're going to hand it off to him here. He's going to get stopped in the hole. That was Watson Gray who laid the hit on him, and the Titans hold. And now it's 4th and inches.
Yeah, Watson Gray's been doing this all season. Just such a great linebacker, one of the best linebackers in all of high school. And the Comets, their offense takes the field. Let's see if they burn another timeout here trying to draw them off.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it in this situation, and they're going to snap the ball. Throws it out to flats. Bailey has it. First down. He beats Pottinger to the outside, and the Comets, gutsy play calls today from the Comets head coach, Duke Wesley. Sometimes it's worked. That time it worked, and a first down for the Comets.
Yeah, and they desperately needed that. You can't keep punting the football away. Special teams has resulted in all 5 of their points, though. They need to score on offense here.
Handoff up the middle. Bailey has a hole, has a lane. Going to get closer to first down. 1 yard shy. As I think I need to replace these batteries. So we'll get that sorted out at halftime. Do not worry.
Get a wired controller.
I don't have a wired controller. If you'd like to help me get a wired controller, go down into the description and get yourself a player for high school football season 2. Second and 1, Bailey in the backfield. Handoff. He's going to be stopped short. 3rd and 1. Bailey averaging 3.1 per carry. You're watching the Hammer Cline Universe. This is High School Football Alliance Playoffs edition here on the Hammer Cline YouTube channel. You can build a player for season 2. Join our Discord. Follow along. And follow every step of the way. We have high school. We have college. We have pro coming up for you all here in the HCU. Toss play to Bailey. He's going to get stuffed again in a 4th down again.
And that was Mark Lewis, the other outside linebacker. He's made a couple plays here tonight. I'm actually pretty surprised by that. And we're going to see Riddell Sidney come out and punt yet again for the Comets.
For those of you who are wondering, like Eric, why you have to purchase a player, I'll tell you the simple reason. User players add a considerable amount of work strain to us and our small crew, me, Optimus. And so, we need a little bit of something to be able to do it. And it helps keep the league running, help us to do cool things for the league. Most of the money goes back into the league so that we can bring you the best content we can possibly make for y'all. And yeah, it helps us. Obviously, our goal here is to have the best simulation football product out there. Our mission statement is for the art of football. We want to enjoy football for the art of it. And players is a kind of almost a side point on the way there. Payne's going to run for a loss of 1 on that first down play.
Yeah, interesting seeing Payne getting the majority of the carries so far today. Eddie Poole is just, I'm not sure where he's at right now, but they need to get him involved in the offense.
Hayes in the backfield for this one.
That's good. Give him the football.
They're on quads. Let's see if they run it out of quads. They're going to hand out to Poole his first carry. Plenty of space. It's going to be 5 yards. Another 3rd down coming up for the Titans, though.
Yep, got to air it out, I think. We haven't really seen Gross throw it a whole lot here in the second quarter after airing it out quite a bit in that first quarter.
Well summed up, John. The HCU will never be paid to win. We don't believe in that.
Like other leagues.
3rd and 5 here. Gross going to step back, step up, and sacked.
Wow.
Steve Walker again. Showing up.
Second sack.
In the playoffs today, and he's going to bring him down, force another punt. This defense with the Comets is keeping them in this game.
Yeah, they had a really rocky start, in that first quarter, but they've settled down a little bit. They figured it out. They're getting after the quarterback. Now it's time for the offense to help them out.
Punt is going to be away. The Comets are winning this field position battle by far, but they haven't been able to do anything with it. Best field position they've had to date, though, is they're going to start at the 33. If you don't score in this drive, what are you even doing?
Yeah, if you don't at least get a field goal here, you might as well just pack up and go home.
Diddly poo. If you're going to do diddly poo on this drive, give up.
Just go home.
1st and 10. Ace formation. Bailey Hasn't really had too many running lanes so far. This defense led by Watson, Gray, Guy Pottinger have done a good job holding him under wraps. Caldwell plenty of time, going to throw out route. Almost picked again. Mark Lewis had it in his hands, couldn't bring it in. That's the third near pick that the Titans have had in those out routes. I think that's another play to scrap.
Yeah, I think so. It's just not working. The timing's off today. Caldwell taking a little too long to throw those. And Mark Lewis, trying to make a name for himself here today. That's the third time we've called his name on a good play.
Second and 10 now. Same formation. They're going to hand off to Bailey, who's not going to even get past the line of scrimmage. Great play by the defense. Robertson on the tackle.
Yeah, Robertson, the defensive tackle, coming up, making a nice play. The Titans defense has stepped up quite nicely here today. And we got another third and long situation. Comets have not moved the ball an inch on this drive.
A very, very important question from the chat from John Perez. The question, do you wipe after a deadly poo?
Oh, my goodness. 3rd and 10.
I'll take that as a no. 3rd and 10 for the Comets. As they have bunch to the bottom, single to the top. Go route's going to be open. Blows past the corner. Almost picked. Irv Street nearly came down with it. He looked for Simmons. He thought he had him for a moment, but Irv Street ranges over and nearly makes the play. Well, does make the play, but nearly picks him off.
Yeah, that was beautiful closing speed there from Irv Street, who we haven't really mentioned as far as being a great out and pass coverage, just mostly hitting the receivers as they try to make a catch. But fantastic play, good recognition, and now do we see Sydney punt the football again here? We will.
We do, and Adam Millard doesn't have enough legs. See if they can pin him inside the 5 again. Fair caught at the 13, so decent, not a great punt, especially in that position, but the Titans in that exchange, they gained yardage.
Yeah, it's just so bizarre to me. They didn't move the ball a single inch on that drive, the Comets, so, defense is a little bit disappointed in their offense at the moment.
Steve Walker lining up, see if he can make more havoc. 1st down and 10. Gross split backs in the backfield. Slips.
Oh my
He's going to throw it across the middle. Dropped. Kersley couldn't bring it in the rain, having an effect there.
Yeah, second time that Fletcher Gross has almost fallen down while dropping back. That was, oh my goodness, it was dangerous. Kersley just kind of dropped that one, though. He should have hauled that one in.
Hit him in the face mask, it looked like a little bit.
Well, that's one way to keep your eye on the ball.
2nd and 10. Both defenses really stepping it up in the second quarter here. As it's a 9-point game for the Comets still, and that's only because their defense has been playing out of their minds. 2nd down for Gross and company. Poole in the backfield. They're going to toss it to him. Eddie Poole with some blocking is going to get 5. So 2 carries for 10 yards for Poole so far. I think they need to get him the ball some more.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he hasn't been out there, for the majority of the snaps, but I think they definitely need to get him out there more. He is their best running back, and I don't even think it's close.
Yeah, Rocky Payne really struggled through the season. Had a couple moments, but that was about it. Throw here for Gross. Plenty of time. Steps up. Throws it deep. Wide open is... Can't quite see the number. I think that's Bramlett. Correct me if I'm wrong, who makes that reception down to the 41, and the Titans call timeout.
Yeah, that was Corey Bramlett. That's his second reception of the half, and that's a big one, moving it up past the 35-yard line, about the 40. So really good play there, and they're on a roll now on this drive.
I believe that might be the first 3rd down conversion of the day, because the touchdowns don't count as a conversion.
That's true.
1st and 10. Poole in the backfield. See if they go to him. They're going to throw it. Gross steps up, throws it deep again. Almost picked off. And that was dangerous. Dan Simmons had it in his hands for a moment.
Yeah, if Gross gets a little bit more air under that, we can be seeing Kersley dancing in the end zone, I think. Just missed on that pass.
And this is not a good spot for the Comets to be. They let the Titans out of the cage of their inside their own 20, and now, who knows what's going to happen. Gross going to drop back, throw under pressure. Steve Walker with his 3rd sack of the first half. Steve Walker showing up to play today.
Yeah, that's good for the Comets because their offense sure hasn't. I mean, Steve Walker putting the team on his back right now. 3 sacks in 1 half. That is insane for a defensive tackle.
I mean, if there's another guy in the that we've seen that would be worthy of the comparison of Aaron Donald, it would be Steve Walker. Looks like a little bit of a young Aaron Donald out there.
Yeah, he gets a couple more sacks, and he'll have a High School Football Alliance record. Cash Blanchard has the record, surprisingly, with 4 in a game.
3rd and 14. They're going to throw. He hit as he threw. Nielsen was the target, but the pass rush of the Comets comes through again. Gross ends up on his back, and the punt unit comes out. The Comets keep the game within 2 scores.
Yeah, that was Hillman who brought the pressure and was able to get to Gross at the last second. So, we get a little bit of time left on this clock to see if Caspian Caldwell and the Comet offense can get anything going before the half.
Punt is away. Going to be fielded at the just inside the 30. You can spin out one guy, get out to the 35. 50 seconds to go. What's your game plan as the Comets?
Well, you got to scrap the out routes. You're going to have to go to some posts, some corners, maybe some slants. Because the out routes, I mean, eventually the Titans are going to come away with one of those and take it back for a touchdown. So it's just been too dangerous for them today.
1st and 10, going out in the split backs formation. So 2 backs on the field, see if they throw out of it, see if they run, we'll get a good feel of what their game plan is going to be. They're going to throw it underneath, under traffic. And Simmons, another miscommunication, another miss attempt from Caldwell and Simmons.
Yeah, that's Simmons' 11th target so far in the ball game, and I believe he has 6 catches. So they need to figure something out quick, or this. This offense has been pretty ugly so far in this game.
2nd and 10. Yeah, shout out to the Titans defense. Much maligned during the season. We gave them crap, but they are showing up to play right now. They're going to toss it to Bailey, who gets some blocking. Not enough, though. Only 3 yards. They will take a timeout. Regroup here on 3rd down to see what they're going to do. At this point, probably I'd run the ball probably here. Force the Titans to call their timeout and then punt it back to them.
Yeah. I mean, that might be a good game plan. Or just take a shot, see what you can do. I mean, either way, you're probably going to punt it here.
Going to come out in a passing formation. Man covered to the bottom. Look at that. We know the go route has been run out of that a couple times, so that could be an option for Caldwell. And they're not going to run it there, out route. Caldwell can't get it off. He's going to get hit from behind. What a play by Drake Corbin. He's working on Marco Wade and just absolutely blew by him and broke up that play.
Yeah, Marco Wade, probably the best left tackle in high school, going up against a really solid right end and Drake Corbin. So that's a good matchup so far tonight that I've seen. And Corbin got the better of Wade on that one.
Southwest now going to get the ball back with about 35 seconds to go in the half. But we know how quickly they can score. And, starting from here at the 36, it's anyone's guess how far they're going to go on this drive.
Big shot on the first play. That's what you got to do here. Take a shot downfield.
See what they line up in. See if we can guess what they're going to run. They're going to come out in an offset I. We'll see if they throw it. Comets playing far back as they should be here in this situation. Gross going to throw out of it. Throws, quick pass to Queen, and that's going to go for 4. I think that play was because of those sacks. It looked like Gross felt that pressure, and he just wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, just a quick pass. You want to avoid contact on the quarterback here late in the first half.
Gross. Not much time left, but he's doing an audible. This may be the last play of the half. Under 10 seconds, they're going to snap and hand it off to Eddie Payne, They will take a timeout, and that means that one more play. We'll see if they maybe a Hail Mary here, but most likely the score will be 14-5 going to halftime.
Yep, the Comets offense hasn't shown up, but at least their defense is keeping them within this game right now. They're down 9. All their points are from special teams. You got the field goal, you got a safety. You know, I, they're having a rough time, and I don't know what they're going to do in the second half to figure it out. They're not really getting the ball to Bailey, and they just keep doing short passes that are not working.
Third and 4. Looks like a Hail Mary formation. See if they can get it off. Gross going to go down and sacked. This time Travis Cook, who's the one who got his second sack of the day. So 5 sacks between him and Walker. It's going to do it for the first half. 14 to 5, excuse me. Dyslexic all over the place. You're watching high school football on Optimus Klein. This is the HCU. I'm Hammer, he's Klein. We'll be back after these highlights for the second half. Go ahead. Welcome back to the second half here on Optimus Klein. Playoffs, high school playoffs underway. And Comets going to get the ball first in the second half. They got to get some offense going. First down and 10 for the Comets. They struggled in that first half on offense. Their defense kept them in it. Titans flew out of the gates, but the Comets defense held them in check in the second quarter. They're going to throw it to Bailey on the first play of the game. Spins out one guy and gets about 6 yards. What do you want to see out of the Comets in this second half?
I want to see Benji Bailey get some carries, because the passing attack isn't really working too well. So, get your running back more involved because, they got to get something on the board. The defense has been keeping them in this game. They can only hold the Titans for so long.
Lewis Simmons, 6 of 13, catching less than half of his targets today. They've been trying to force feed him, and the Titans have done a good job of breaking up a lot of those passes. I formation here on 2nd and 4. They're going to go delay handoff to Bailey up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed. Loss of 1. They have no answer for this Titans defense right now.
Yeah, Titans just swarming to the football no matter where it goes, and they're just doing a great job keeping everybody in front of them in this ball game.
3rd and 5 now. Going to hand it to Bailey. Going to get close. Not quite, though. And 4th down and 1. A 3 and out to start this second half, as nothing has changed. Apparently, Duke Wesley does not believe in halftime adjustments.
I guess not. He's just sticking with the same game plan. And, that was actually a decent play call there. Bailey may have just cut back a little prematurely. He had an opening on the outside, but decided, I just don't want a first down today.
Punt is away, and we're going to see the Titans offense maybe get a little Eddie Poole action going here in the second half, as Rocket Payne's going to take this to the 29-yard line. Reminder, you're watching high school football on Optimus Cline, part of the Hammer Cline Universe. This is the playoffs round 1. If you would like to build a player, you can go down to the description of this video. There's a link. You can go build a player there. Discord's also there. Twitter. You can join it all, follow it all, click all the buttons. Don't forget to like the video. This beautiful football universe for the art of football, as we have the Titans here at the 29-yard line. Gonna throw it, Gross, out of the backfield to Poole, who gets blocking. And what a great little play design there, as Gross goes over 200 yards passing on the day. Both quarterbacks with a clean sheet, though.
Yeah, no interceptions so far, which is kind of surprising. I mean, the Titans have had, many opportunities at some picks. But I love the play design here. You get your tight end out there to block. Clay Kersley comes back with a crackback block. That was fantastic play design. And moving the chains now.
Nick Kersley, I do love me some good blocking wide receivers. And Clay Kersley is a really solid blocking tight end. I keep saying tight end, wide receiver. Maybe my heart just wants him to play tight end.
I think he's just a bit too small for that, partner.
He's going to have to go some more Big Macs. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Gross to throw, out route, caught by Bradley, I believe that was, for a gain of 5. Hard to see those numbers. Oh, it's Clark. That 8 and that 6 look so similar inside with the rain, but Darren Clark, the backup tight end, going to catch that one for a gain of 5.
Yeah, his first catch of the day, and not a bad one at all, as they get closer and closer to midfield.
2nd and 5 now for the Titans. Split backs. Gross going to throw it. Out route, caught. That time Bramlett gets the first down. And the Titans starting to grease the wheels a little bit, going a little bit faster down the field, starting to roll. The Comets defense, maybe losing a little bit of what they had in that first half. They got to get that pass rush going.
Yeah, they got to get after Gross for sure. Bramlett, that was his 3rd reception of the ball game so far. Predicted, 4 or 5, maybe 6 catches. He's well on his way to those numbers now.
1st and 10, as you saw, Gross pretty much perfect so far in this game. As he looks to throw it underneath to 83. I don't even know who that is on my street.
That's George Porter.
George
the man
Porter.
Had a big touchdown.
I should know his name. He had his biggest game of his career up until this point. Where's George Porter going to go play college ball at? See if we can look at what he was committed to. George Porter is going to be playing at Rockland University. So with Cleo Cannon, is the toss play not going to work too well?
Yeah, interesting. Porter going there with Cleo Cannon, the backup quarterback for the Pacific Pirates. George Porter trying to make a name for himself, kind of like a David Tyree right now. We didn't see him at all in the regular season. Now we're seeing him show up in the playoffs when it matters.
This is the time to show up. Shotgun play for the Titans, 3rd down. Comets adjusted these very well in the first half. See if they can do it here. Throw across the middle. Caught! 1st down. Corey Bramlett.
Catch number 4 for Corey Bramlett, who has stepped into that number 2 receiver role with Tyron Trent getting injured. And Fletcher Gross just delivering another beautiful pass here in the rain in Southwest.
The Titans really adjusted what the Comets are doing. The Comets defense, pass rushers getting there. What did they come out in this second half with? Short route, short route, short route, short route, and then throw it over the top. Really good adjustments by the Titans coach. Going to throw here on the slant. It's going to be caught. Corey Bramlett down inside the 5. There's going to be a flag, but in the secondary, I think it's going to be defensive holding, maybe pass interference. Corey Bramlett, though, great pass, great catch, great route inside the 5. If it stands, pass interference is the call. That's going to be declined.
And the 5th catch today so far for Bramlett. I think he's got more than Clay Kersley.
And again, Terrell Breckenridge, aggressive, trying to play the ball. It backfired on him. And out of position, Bramlett able to get down inside the 5 to the 2-yard line, in fact. See if we get some Eddie Poole here on the goal line.
I would love that.
It's Rocky Payne in the backfield. We'll see if they go to him. They're going to toss it. Payne loses 3-4 yards there. 2nd and goal.
And the Payne train continues here for Southwest in the backfield. He can't get to the line of scrimmage. So, why not just keep tossing it out to him?
Pete Reese having a decent game today.
Absolutely. One of the more underrated outside linebackers. These linebackers kind of get overshadowed because of how great the defensive line is for International.
2nd and goal. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. 2 backs in the backfield. Gross to throw. Plenty of time across the middle. Bramlett, touchdown, Titans.
And that's Bramlett's 6th reception. He's got a touchdown today. I mean, I don't think it matters who's playing receiver for the Titans this season anymore. I mean, Tyron Trent obviously is such a huge physical specimen at wide receiver, who's always making great plays downfield. But you get a guy that can run some routes, and you're going to produce here for Southwest.
Interesting. I was thinking, what do you think Kurt Earl, the coach of the Titans, thinking? Do you think that maybe he's playing Rocky Payne this game because he knew they could beat him and they didn't want to risk injury to Poole, keep him fresh for the game on Thursday?
That could be his mindset right now. Just trust in your quarterback who's been carrying you all season. Eddie Poole had one of the greatest games of all time in high school football alliance history. So maybe they just want to keep him rested, keep him healthy, so he can have another shot at that against either the Pacific Pirates or the South Central Lions this Thursday.
Kick is away. Comments. Don't have a first down in this half. They're going to need to change that if they want to come back 21-5 right now. Morbido's going to take this one. That's not Morbido. I don't know who that is. Dan Simmons. I switch out that kick return every once in a while, and it gets you. Dan Simmons taking it out to the 32-yard line. That's where the drive's going to start. And what do you do if you're Duke Wesley?
Throw the football. I mean, I think it might be too late to get the ball to Bailey on the ground quite a bit. So you're going to have to figure out the passing attack. You're down by 16. It's a deep hole right now.
1st and 10. See if they listen to the advice. They're going to throw it. Blitz coming. Finds his man wide open. That's Simmons underneath. Titans brought the blitz. Left Simmons in man coverage. And these cornerbacks, while not bad necessarily, aren't good enough to go one-on-one with a guy like Lewis Simmons.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him against the Jays just go crazy. He had over 200 yards receiving in that ball game against Frederick Falconer, who is a good corner as well, just like these two guys, Max Warren and Aaron Burnell. But Falconer last week missed out on 4 interception attempts, and that's what the Titans have also done here today. A lot of dropped picks. So giving the Comets too many opportunities, I think.
We'll see if the Comets can make them pay for that. Caldwell to throw. Pumps once, throws it. Almost picked. There's number 5.
Wow. This is getting a little ridiculous. That was Max Warren that time. I feel like everybody in the secondary has dropped an interception, as well as outside linebacker number 57, Mark Lewis.
And maybe the rain's affecting the defense a little bit more than the offense, it seems, for the Titans. Maybe the defenders need to go talk to those receivers on the Titans and see what their trick is for catching the ball in the rain. Throw here for Caldwell. Out route. Out of bounds, 3rd and 10. This has just kind of been a really, really pathetic game for the Comets so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they keep going to these out routes. The timing has been off on every single one of them. I don't think they've completed a single one. And we just saw another bad one there. 3rd and 10 coming up. Not a situation you want to be in with a struggling offense.
Here's that bunch formation. We know they like to run the go from the top. I like to remind you, man covered, so it could be open. I know Caldwell's going to be looking at that first read. It might be, but he's going to throw underneath. And great containment tackle there from Pottinger. Only gives up a yard to Dan Jackson there, and the punt unit comes out again.
Yeah, look at the receiver comparison. Bramlett just neck and neck with Simmons. I don't know if either really thought that was going to be the case here today. But here we are as Odell City comes on for his 500th punt of the night.
And the punt is away. 3.9 seconds of hang time. Payne going to take this one and get tackled immediately. Titans offense comes out. And, well, quarter and about 4:40 to go in this one. What do you expect?
Well, just keep running the offense the way you've been doing it. You know, the short passing attack was really well done on that last drive, so keep going after it. They do have Eddie Poole in the backfield, though, so maybe they'll give him a carry here.
Eddie Poole, they're going to throw out of this formation. Throw to Eddie Poole. Eddie Poole not going to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13 after the loss.
Yeah, not a great play there. Not a good design whatsoever. And Eddie Poole looking a little confused. Like, Coach, you know, why do you throw it to me? Make me lose my yards.
Maybe pissed off someone in in the coaching staff out for. I don't know why they haven't really been throwing to him or running with him too much in this game. They're going to throw it with Gross. He's going to throw it to Poole. Poole's going to collect that one and gain 3 yards.
Yeah, Poole gets his yards back that he just lost, but 3rd and 10 coming up. Maybe they'll take a shot. We haven't heard Kersley's name in a bit.
3rd and 10 indeed. Bench to the bottom. Defense playing off a little bit. They're going to throw it. Now, unsurprisingly, Gross across the middle is going to be incomplete, nearly picked off. Very dangerous throw. He's looking for Bramlett. That's his first miss when targeting Bramlett in this game.
Yeah, Bramlett has been his go-to guy, I feel like, for this entire game. And just missed that one. Great coverage. A couple guys draped all over Bramlett's back. And the Comets, they should get this ball with pretty decent field position.
Jay Washington chat saying, yikes, this game isn't looking good. And Parker Thomas saying the Comets are playing the worst game I've ever seen in my life.
That's rough.
Yeah, the offense for the Comets decided to take a nap. Morabito, though, with some space to the 40-yard line, his best return of the day. And good field position for the Comets, but as we know, that doesn't even matter.
No, I mean, that's the best return Morabito's had all season long from, you know, my recollection. But at the 40-yard line, I mean, what can this offense do? I mean, they haven't really tried to take too many shots, and the offense has been really stagnant.
A name we haven't heard once, Clinton Royal. I think they need to get him involved a little bit in this one.
I agree.
Caldwell to throw out route. We said they should get rid of the out routes. That was a good design there and a good read with the cornerback playing about 10 yards off of the receiver.
Yeah, they finally get one to work, but, you know, it's the timing as well. Caldwell actually got it out rather quickly and a nice pickup of 8 yards. Got to get this first down, though. 2nd and 2. Maybe take a shot, you know?
2nd and 2, like you said. See what they call stacking the box is the Titans are going to run up the middle. Bailey, a little razzle-dazzle, and gets the first down.
Yeah, Bailey moving the chains. They really needed that. Now, this is the exact spot where they missed a field goal earlier in the ball game. So, you know, if you're not going to get this first down, you at least want to get a handful of more yards and set up Adam Lamar in better position for a kick.
1st and 10, shotgun. Caldwell to throw. Blitz coming. Can he find his man? Throws the laser, and it's going to be caught by Dan Jackson on the sideline. Finally converts the 3rd down and gets inside the 20, and maybe International can get a touchdown here.
Yeah, that was Lewis Simmons. Nice little toe tap on the sideline. Now inside the 20. This is probably the best drive that the Comets have had all day long, and it started at their 40-yard line.
Parker Thomas asking good question. Where was that all game? It's a good question. Same formation for the Comets. See if they go with a similar play. They're going to throw it. No blitz here. Zone coverage. Caught. Out route. Jackson again. Or Simmons again. And he gets 5.
Yep, nice play. Just moving forward little by little. They're at the 10-yard line now. The out routes working on this drive, surprisingly. They haven't worked all game, but they've gotten 2 on this drive alone.
High formation, Bailey in the backfield, single high safety. Looks like man coverage from the Titans. See what their call is. Comets going to throw it out to Bailey. Bailey has the edge on Lewis, but Lewis manages to take him down at the 1st down and goal. But Mark Lewis saved a touchdown.
And Mark Lewis, this is his coming out party, I guess. They haven't really called his name too much. He's been overshadowed by the other outside linebacker, Watson Gray, all season long. We haven't really called Gray's name, maybe one play today. But Mark Lewis just all over the field attacking the football.
Throw, Caldwell stepping up. Under pressure, going to go down. Sacked. No one was open, and the pressure got to him. That's a coverage sack.
Oh, absolutely. That play took forever to develop there. And, that's a huge sack. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line now. So pretty good distance to go, as that was David Flanagan, number 3 D tackle, who made the sack.
2nd and goal. Ace formation. Caldwell to throw. Out route. Has his man. Touchdown! Comets. They ain't dead yet.
And who the heck was that? That was 86, Newell Pollard, the number 2 tight end. So we haven't called Clinton Royal's name at all today. So, why not get the ball out to his backup for your first touchdown of the day? And are we going to see 2 points here?
Looks like they're going for just the 1, and that will make it a 9. Keep it a 9-point game as it was for a while. So still a 2-score game. After this,
I would have went for 2.
I would have gone for 2 as well, but apparently Duke Wesley isn't one for analytics. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-12, or 12-21. We got a little palindrome score going on.
Yeah, this is going to be a scoregami if this score holds as well. Not a score you see too often.
Kick is away, and it's going to be fielded by Rocky Payne at the 10-yard line. Bring out from the 10. They're going to get to 28, and that's where the drive is going to start for the Titans.
Yeah, not a bad return there. Let's see what this offense can do. See if they come back out with Eddie Poole and try to get the running game going a little bit.
Poole is in the backfield on this carry, on this play. 3 to the top of the screen for the receivers. Let's see if they run or throw it. They're going to throw it. Gross, under pressure, going to throw it to Poole. His check down for 2 yards.
Yeah, really exciting play there. Poole, his last 3 catches have resulted in just 2 yards total. So electric receiving stats for him.
Just groundbreaking, record-setting out of the backfield for Eddie Poole in this game. 2nd and 8, Gross under center. They're going to throw it. Under pressure, going to throw it to Payne, who turns upfield with his speed. He's going to get 7 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he might have stepped out of bounds there about 2 seconds or 2 steps after he caught it. But they're going to say he stayed in bounds, and that's a big call. That's the difference between a 3rd and 8 and a 3rd and 1. Oh, he definitely
looked like he stepped out. We'll see if Duke Wesley challenges it, or they're going to let that one stand. Looks like it's going to let it go.
Maybe he just trusts his defense enough to get this stop so he can save those timeouts for later.
Handoff. Payne can't get there. What a stop. 4th and 1.
Yep, trusted the defense. He saw Rocky Payne going out on the field, so he had just no worries whatsoever. And now his offense going to get the ball back, as this is probably going to be the last play here of the third quarter.
Third quarter ends 21-12 is the score here in Southwest. Titans a quarter away from the high school championship game.
Yep, get your fours up in the chat, boys. Should be an exciting finish.
Fourth and 1, the punting it away. Comets got to repeat what they had on that last drive.
And what a hit. Oh, my word. By, who was that? That was Steve Knight, number 29, just completely crushes Quentin Morbido.
First and 10, Caldwell to throw, out route. Going back to those out routes, and 6 yards.
That's 3 out of 3 for their last out route attempt. So decent. They figured it out, I guess. Not sure what the miscommunication was for the first 3 quarters, basically, but glad to see them figure it out here.
Second and 4, Caldwell to throw, moving around, going to throw across the middle. That's Clinton Royal for his first catch of the game.
Good to see him get involved. We saw his counterpart, Newell Pollard, get a touchdown last drive out. So, he wanted to get in on the action finally.
You got to get those tight ends involved, obviously. You have Pottinger, you have Gray, but any more targets you got to stretch the defense with, the better. Caldwell to throw a deep corner route. He has it! Gets his feet down and a first down. That's Lewis Simmons.
Yeah, fantastic route. Great throw and even better catch from Simmons, who is over 100 yards receiving for the night.
First and 10 here for International. On the Titan side of the field, they're going to hand off to Bailey. He spins back into trouble for only 2.
Man, I'm not sure what his deal is, but if he just kept going upfield, that could have been a big-time gain.
Yeah, Bailey, his vision, a little bit questionable on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Caldwell to throw underneath, check down. Only 2 again. Bailey again. Pottinger on the tackle.
Yeah, Pottinger just sitting there waiting for Bailey to get the football and makes a great tackle. 3rd down and 6. They're not in field goal range again. They need to get this first down.
Yeah, at least get 4 yards. First down. You need that for getting the Adam Lamar's range, really. 3rd and 6. See what the call is. It's going to be step up by Caldwell. Throw across the middle. Nearly picked by Irv Street. 4th down. Lewis Simmons, his 21st target of the game, but only 11 catches. They have done a good job minimizing what he can do, and the punt unit comes out.
Yeah, and this is why this offense has struggled today. Caldwell has just had tunnel vision. He's been eyeing Lewis Simmons every single play, and the defense has been, locked in basically. Yeah, Simmons has 100 yards, but he has not reached the end zone yet.
Punt is away. Going to land inside the 5 and bounce. Oh my goodness!
Another one at the 1 yard line. Outrageous.
Did you see the? We have to look at this. We have to look at the replay on that one. You got to give the special teams some love as the punt comes in. What I think I saw here. So obviously you see who is this right here? This is McBurrow's trying to down it, right? He misses the original down, falls. He is out. Oh, he's technically in the end zone. And it looked, oh my goodness. Look at that bounce.
Wow, that could not have been any more perfect from Riddell Sidney. He's having the game of his life at punter.
From on live action, it almost looked like it bounced off of McBurrow's back, and that's why I got a little bit excited there. But still, an incredible punt, and now 99 yards to go for the Titans.
I mean, maybe the Comets get another safety here and, get back to 14 points, a regular score on the scoreboard. We'll see. Rocky Payne is in the backfield again.
Hand off to Payne, and one of his better runs of the day.
Yep, no safety on that one. Payne, actually doing something on offense, finally. Just a 5-yard pickup, but that's a breath of fresh air right there. Fresh breath air. You know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Oh my goodness, Walker with 3 sacks. All right, 3rd down and 6 coming up. Dylan Sharp made the play there. Loss of 1. See what happens here as Gross is going to come out under center. And a toss play. Payne is going to be stopped again. So the Comets get the stop. And we are going to see the Comets offense get back out on the field with just over 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. They need a score badly. Should have decent field position as Sammy Ingram is going to be coming out to punt this one away. He's sitting in his own end zone right now. And they're going to start this drive at the 38-yard line of Southwest. Is that where Morbido gets taken down? So a good field position. Down 9 points. They at least need a field goal here. A touchdown would definitely be better with the way this offense has been performing. And see Bailey's numbers, just 37 yards on 16 carries. Just a lackluster day for the running back. And Bailey goes nowhere yet again as, let's see, that was 54 Guy Pottinger, another big-time tackle for the middle linebacker who's had a stellar season for the Southwest defense. 2nd and 10. Last time the Comets were here, they got 0 yards on their drive and had to punt it away, so they need it here. Although looking to throw it deep over the middle. Has his man. It's Simmons again up to the 16-yard line. 1st down, Comets. Simmons' big day continues as he, looks to get in the end zone. Just a great post route here. Great throw from Caldwell. Pottinger couldn't quite get out there. Street on the tackle. I formation. Caldwell going to hand this off to Bailey up the middle, and he gets absolutely decked by Watson Gray. First time he called his name since the first half. But the outside linebacker comes through and just puts his shoulder through the chest of Benji Bailey. 2nd and 7 coming up. Time dwindling down. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. And Caldwell's going to get this one out to Bailey for nice broken tackle, but did not get the first down. 3rd and 2 coming up. And this is a huge play. You want a touchdown. You don't want to get stopped here and sent on the field goal unit. Going to come out I formation. Just one receiver at the bottom. That looks to be Lewis Simmons. And he will throw it. Gonna throw. Oh my goodness, that's another deflection for Mark Lewis, who's having a great night. But another bad throw from Caspian Caldwell. They're gonna send on Adam Lamar in the field goal unit. This will make it a 6-point game if he is successful on the trot.
Seems that the Comets managed to make their way down the field. Looking like we're going to be set up for a heck of an ending here.
Yep, Titans offense has to get something going on their next drive out.
Kick is up. Kick is good, 25 yards, and the score now is a 6-point game.
Yep, a little bit closer, just under 5 minutes left in the ball game. Comets defense needs to get a quick stop against this dangerous Southwest Titan offense.
It looked for a minute there they were going for the onside kick. Are they going for the onside kick?
It looks like it.
It looks like it, and they are.
Oh, my.
And the Titans recover it, no problem.
Wow. I don't know about that one, partner.
I don't know about that one either.
Oh, man, that's a very questionable call. That might come back to bite the Comets in the backside.
Yeah, that's going to be another aggressive call from Duke Wesley. I mean, credit to him that he committed to the aggressive play calling this game, but I think that one might come back to bite him. A couple of these might come back to bite him. Rocky Payne out of the backfield for 4 yards on first down.
Not a bad play for Payne, picking up positive yards. We're used to just seeing him go backwards. See Gross's numbers. He kind of slowed down. He had over 100 yards in that first quarter. And, slowed down, but he's near 300 yards passing for the night.
With 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. I mean, Gross, you can't ask your quarterback to play better than this in a situation like this. Obviously, got to close out the game, though. Payne in the backfield. Going to throw it. And
nice
pulling
block.
Queen is going to get stuffed.
I don't know if you saw that block on the interior of the line, but somebody got cut block, and he did a front flip, and it was nice to see.
Yeah, you got to call out those blockers. I mean, the big guys never get enough love. Man coverage across the board. Another aggressive play call. Gross sees it, and he's going to start doing some play adjustments. We'll see what he adjusts to. Stacking the defensive line. Fletcher Gross, 3rd and 6, going to toss it out, and Payne's going to lose 3 yards.
Oh, man. Not in field goal range anymore. That's a 53-yard try from there, so the Comets get that stopped. So, I mean, the Duke Wesley, call for the onside kick, it doesn't really come back to hurt him too much.
Only hurts him in field position, which with how the Comets have been playing, that it might matter quite a bit. 4th and 9 punt is going to be up way. See if Stanley, what's this punter's name again? Actually, I think
Sammy Ingram.
Ingram, combining the punters. Sammy Ingram, see how he can punt here. One of the bigger punts of his season. Looks like it's going to land about the 6 bounce, and it's going to land in the end zone just by a half of a yard. He's shaking his head. He's unhappy with that. Nearly had forced them 99 to go 99 yards. Only for it to roll into the end zone. Comets get the break. They get to start at 20.
Yeah, Comets getting a break at the right time. 2:46 to go. All 3 timeouts. Caspian Caldwell, what can he do?
Caldwell's been in this situation before. He hasn't been able to win the game, but he's led the comeback drives. Bailey out of the backfield, 4 yards.
Not a bad start to the drive. And he gets out of bounds, too, so the clock stops for a bit. And see what they draw up here on 2nd down and 6. See if they keep going to their man, Lewis Simmons. He's got over 20 targets tonight.
The Mets has to be close to a high school football record. I'm not quite sure what the record for targets this season was, but
I think this is it.
It's up there. 2nd and 6. Caldwell going to throw. Plenty of time. Throws underneath. And gets a first down with that Morabito. They're going to go hurry up now with 2:30 to go in the game. Remember, they have all timeouts. They can kind of take their time down the field, but they need to go down, score a touchdown. Caldwell throws, tipped away. That was If that could have gotten through, that might have gone the distance. Burnell with a big tip.
Yeah, Aaron Burnelli's been all over the football today, and so is most of this Titan defense. I mean, I lost count of how many deflections they've got. At least 10 tonight. I'm not sure who that was even intended for. There was 2 receivers in the same exact spot at the same time.
Yeah, not a great timing on that one, but it doesn't hurt the Comets too much.
Yeah, stops the clock, so they got that going for them.
2nd and 10 for Caldwell. To throw. Corner. Caught. Morabito. He's the man who's showing up in the big moment right now. And now, probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. Caldwell. Taking his time. Going to snap it. Throws it to Bailey out of the backfield. Bailey's going to only gain 1. 2-minute warning here in Southwest. We have a chance for a crazy ending. 21-14 is the score. Comets need a touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown, extra point wins it for International. I mean, this would be their only away victory on the season too. So can they get over that hump? Can they climb that mountain and get to the title game?
Throws. Almost picked off. Strickland could have sealed the game, but instead he drops it, and the Comets stay alive.
Wow. I mean, so many good plays by this defense deflecting the ball away. You know, it's just a matter of time before one of these guys actually realizes that they do, in fact, have 2 hands and they can pick off a pass.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. That's some crazy talk there, Klein.
I know. I'm a crazy guy.
Caldwell to
wow. Morabito all the way down the sideline. Jeez.
showing up in the biggest moment, Quentin Morabito.
Yeah, he's been having a great second half, and Comets, best drive of the night so far, only 27 yards away from a potential victory.
Got 27 yards and 3 timeouts. Caldwell to throw to Bailey out of the backfield, spins out 1, gets 4. Hurry up offense. You still have plenty of time.
Yeah, not a bad play there, up to the 23-yard line.
Caldwell to throw. Slants, caught, Dan Jackson. Interesting, Lewis Simmons hasn't been targeted once on this drive. They have gone to everyone else, especially Quentin Morabito, who's having the drive of his career.
Yeah, it looks like Simmons is getting blanketed up at the top of the screen on most passes. So, Caldwell recognizing that, doing a great job finding his other open receivers.
40 seconds to go, 9 yards to go. Can they pull it off? They're going to hand it off to Bailey, try to switch it up on him, which I don't really hate. You take your first time out.
Yeah, not bad. You're at the 7-yard line. You got 3 plays for some high school football glory as you look to get to the championship game.
The most important 7 yards of the season for these two teams. Winner goes to the high school championship game. Caldwell throws it. Bailey, top of the screen. He's going to step out of bounds. 2 plays to go. Caldwell over 300 yards in this game, but only 1 touchdown to his name. He's looking to make that 2. He has 2 plays to do it.
Yep, at the 4-yard line. So just 4 yards. That's all you guys need. And you got 33 seconds, plenty of time. What a game this has been.
4 receivers. The Comets have crawled back from the dead to have a chance to win here, 4 yards away. Caldwell to throw. Throws a slant, tipped away.
Oh, my word.
He looked for Morabito. Watson, Gray, Pottinger, and Irvstreet all in the area, and it all comes down. The entire season comes down to this play for these two teams.
Yep, 4th down. If you don't get in, your season is pretty much over. Just a couple plays, the Titans would have to just down it. Crucial play for Caspian Caldwell in the offense.
Same formation. See what the play call is from Duke Wesley. Caspian Caldwell drops back, looks, throws, has a man, incomplete! The Titans stop him, and the Titans are going to hold on. The Titans are going to hold on.
Did Lewis Simmons just drop that?
Guy Pottinger knocked it away.
Oh, my word. Oh, my. How many times have we said, oh, nice deflection by Southwest? It's been the story of the game literally all night. It's just been ridiculous. But, they're at the 4-yard line. They got to get away from their own end zone. They might have to run a play or two here.
This game is not over yet. They have to run a play. Rocky Payne in the backfield is going to lose a yard. And the Comets take a timeout.
Oh, man.
And if some of you remember, in the No Fun League, the Vikings and the Bills game, think it's over. Bills have to kneel it at their own goal line, fumble the snap, Vikings recover. It's not over yet.
If they toss it out, if they do a toss, I'm going to scream.
2nd and 12, he tosses it out! He gets out of the goal line, and they're going to take their final timeout, but they're at the 1. They're at the 1. No timeouts left for International.
They have to run a play. They have to.
They have to run a play.
Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe they did a toss play. You guys got a safety earlier by doing a toss play to Rocky Payne. Oh, man. The Comets could potentially get a safety here, get the ball back with a little bit of time left.
Split backs. See what they can do.
Oh,
Steve Walker, this is the time for him to show up. Middle of that defense. And they get out of the end zone. They get out of the end zone, and the Titans are going to win. The Titans are going to win this game and head off to the high school championship game as they knock off the Comets 21-15 in the rain.
Wow, and the Comets go 0-5 on the road this season. What a gutsy stand by the Titans at the end of that one. And somehow stayed out of their own end zone to avoid another safety in this game. But heartbreaking loss for Caspian Caldwell, who had some nice throws on that goal line situation there, but just couldn't get in there. Look at that, only 6 rushing yards for the Titans, 40 for International. It was just a pass-happy game here in the rain. Just kind of bizarre.
International, did they shut out the Titans in the second half?
No, it was 14-5 at halftime.
Well, Comets defense really played well. Fletcher Gross, I think, player of the game. He played fantastic. Nearly a perfect game. The running game not there, though. Eddie Poole, strangely absent from the game plan. That's going to have to change.
Keeping him fresh for the title game, man.
Yeah, keep him fresh for the title game. Comets come so close, down 21-5 at one point, and come within 2 yards of tying the game, but can't come down with it. And honestly, how else do you want that game to end, though? With a play to your best player, and just couldn't make it happen this one. Really a fantastic game.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many deflections for the Titans, so it's really fitting that the last 2 passes from Caspian Caldwell in his high school career were deflected away. As you see, Guy Pottinger, 10 tackles today, Eric Strickland had 8. I mean, the Titans were flying to the football all game long. It was a struggle for this Comets offense, even though Caldwell threw for over 300 yards. And, Lewis Simmons had a heck of a day, but only caught half of his targets, but he had over 20 of them.
Yeah, these two teams, juggernauts, and one of these teams is going to have a chance at the high school championship game. Player of the game, Fletcher Gross. No surprise there as he had nearly perfect game. It's going to do it from here in the HCU studios. I'm Hammer, he's Klein. Don't forget, we have one more game coming up tonight. South Central Pacific. Stay tuned. Have a good one.
Take it easy, guys.